because like I said, honestly, it's probably one of the more spicy beers in this style that I've had. Hey, what is up, you guys? Tyler here, coming at you with another beer review. Today's beer is one I'm pretty excited to dive into because it is part of the 12 Days of Milkshake Stout by Rochester Mills. Rochester Mills Brewery is located in Rochester Hills, Michigan. It's a really cool brewery. It's in an old sewing factory. They have a lot of great beers on tap. Usually it's a pretty full list. Awesome food, great service. The wait staff is super good at recommending different beers depending on your taste. They were really awesome. They have cool free pool tables and dartboards, and it's a really cool place. So diving into this first beer that I'm reviewing from the 12 Days of Christmas pack is called Spicy Mayan. Now it is their Milkshake Stout, which is a regular stout brewed with cocoa nibs and lactose. That's the base beer. And then they added cinnamon and habaneros. It's a pretty popular style of beer that a lot of breweries have been doing lately, so I'm anxious to see what this offering has to bring to the table as far as that style goes. Looking at the can, it's pretty cool. Spicy Mayan on the front has a little angry pepper saying mole mole mole. Very cool. They have what the beer is brewed with, which is always great. And they have the ABV and IBUs, so big ups to them on that. It is 5.2% with 19 IBUs. So it's definitely not an imperial stout. It's not going to be thick and fudgy and all that, but it's going to give you a good base and hopefully some good flavors that play off of that. So let's get into a glass without further ado. Alright, so getting it into a glass, we can see that it's kind of a cola-y color with about a finger and a half worth of head that dissipates pretty quickly here. Just after pouring it, I can get the smell of cinnamon, huge cinnamon, and fresh pepper. You know, whether that's spicy or not, you can't really smell it, but I get a lot of fresh pepper out of it, which is exciting. I'm glad I get that right up front. So without further ado, let's get into the Spicy Mayan variant of Rochester Mills Milkshake Stout. Yeah, so you're getting up front with big cinnamon. That's the first aroma that you get, big cinnamon, and then after that there's some like roasty maltiness to it. There's a little bit of that green peppery kind of fresh pepper that you can get, and then after that, kind of like a creamy, like a creaminess. If you could smell that, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but there's like a soft kind of creamy vanilla aroma that I'm getting out of it. Yeah, big cinnamon, some of that fresh pepper, creamy vanilla-y, little roasted malts, kind of like a bitter chocolate. So it smells great. So let's get into a taste now. Cheers. Wow. So up front is a good amount of cinnamon, like a sweet cinnamon sugar, and then after that the heat starts coming. There's a ton of heat in this beer. It starts at the front of your tongue and then builds, and as it goes down your throat, it just up comes the pepper burn. A lot of roasted peppers, fresh habanero peppers, a lot of heat like on the side of my tongue and in my throat too. That's pretty much the predominant flavor in this beer. One of the more spicy beers that I've had actually in this style. But after you get past that, like if you dig a little bit deeper, there's a rich, creamy stout in there. It's a little bit thinner of a mouthfeel, but you get some good bitter chocolates, some roasted maltiness, and then that kind of creamy vanilla from the lactose that I would expect. But yeah, it's just that pepper burn going down and filling your mouth, and it stays for a while. After I took that last sip, there's still some heat in there. There's a lot of good fresh hot pepper in it, habanero pepper, that you can get, so you get a lot of flavor. It doesn't sting and it doesn't last too long, but it does linger for a little bit. Yeah, and as it's warming up a little bit, you're getting a lot more of that chocolate. So I think it's more true to the style with that chocolate, cinnamon, and hot pepper. Again, it's surprisingly hot, but there's a good amount of dark chocolate, bitter chocolate, creaminess, and cinnamon to it too. So it's not all heat, like I said kind of previously, where it made it seem. There's some layers and flavors to this one. So that'll do it, guys, for this review. Overall, the Spicy Mayan I think is a great starter for this 12 days of Milkshake Stout. The cinnamon, the hot pepper, and the Milkshake Stout, all the elements were there. They combined pretty nicely in this one. Number grade, I'd give it B+. So we'll say 86. So we'll say 86 out of 100 on this one. It was a good start. I'm really excited to see what else and what other offerings they have in this pack. If they're anything like this, I think it's going to be a good purchase. Let me know what you guys think. If you've had this, if you like the spicy kind of beers, leave a comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, like I said, and subscribe for more. I'm trying to put out videos quite a bit now. Also, go head on over to Twitter. Follow me at Review the Brew on Twitter. I post reviews and news and stuff regularly, so go follow me over there. And that'll do it, guys. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.